Since I'm now feeling better, well, I have to do this. So anyways, this year's grand final is a bit chaotic, at least for the most part. Especially when we're about to hear the winner now. And from what I can tell, this was shocking. The UK, Germany, Belgium got no points from the viewers. Sweden got an abysmal amount of points from the viewers as well. Finland didn't even manage to win, so did Australia with those very whopped scores as well. And Romania did decide to have their best result again, third place since the first one since 2005 and 2010, and this is still their best result. And Israel, yep, same story. But what's more shocking is that we got a country that has never won a Eurovision Song Contest before, and surprisingly, that country has just returned I might say, 4 years since the last time they participated in the Eurovision Song Contest. And I was shocked when it happened. Like, totally. And from what I can tell, it was, I might say, number 14 in my grand finals ranking video. But once after I saw the performance, I think I was hooked at all those stuff, especially her vocals and the staging, and that thing also did shock the juries and also the viewers, which surprisingly this gave number one in both the viewers and the juries, and surprisingly well, it actually did surprisingly well, which indeed it surpassed Israel's amount of points that they got. I think it was 300 and I can't remember, but they just got 516 points from both of those criteria, and I was so shocked that it really happened. We might be going to Sofia or any other city in Bulgaria next year. Yeah, needless to say, I have a lot of things to talk about here. So, once after I saw that grand final performance, so with that matter, I guess it's time to do the usual thing now. So, hello viewers, it's me, Duncan Nichols, and welcome back to another video here on the ESC-DN channel. And I have no words. I really don't have any words about this, but well, it really happened. Needless to say that Bangaranga might be one of the most creatively good entries that I even had to say in my Eurovision 2026 rankings, ever since though that I did rank it around and 15 to whatever 11th spot, I guess. But yeah, but surprisingly this song did surprisingly very well, especially for some reason. I think it was viral with TikTok at one point, and somehow after all those developments, thinking that this song should not qualify, but with all of those that has made up, that thing surprisingly became a dark horse. As you may know, the dark horse is basically a thing where a potential non-qualifier would eventually, I might say, fire up all those stuff and became a shocking qualifier of some sorts. That's basically what we saw at Bambi Duck 2 years ago. But DARA with this, well, I'm really shocked that it happened. So, yeah, after some thinking too, I think we're gonna do a very honest review about this song. And yeah, after I saw the results when it was live, I was so shocked that it really happened. Like, for some reason, like, what the hell's just happened? Like, really, this was the most shocking result that I've ever seen since JJ won with Wasted Love last year. And this was a lot more shocking than last year, of course. The shocking part is that either one of my favorites didn't win. Neither one of them. Neither Lake and Hayton or Eclipse. Neither of them. But this, I have a lot of things to say about that. But yeah, we're gonna explain a little bit right here, as you might know. So yeah, with that mattered, well, we're gonna do my own usual winning song review of course, you know, the whole thing. But we're gonna start over with what we have to know about this song called Bangaranga by DARA, which you already know her as Darina Yotova, which is actually her real name, by the way. So let's take a little moment about some info regarding to this song titled Bangaranga, which is a Jamaican oh boy, how do I have to say this, guys? Oh, so that's Jamaican patois, so I think that's Jamaican patois word for for some reason. Like for some reason, like I don't know what's that, but I guess I might say that. But that thing's partially inspired by the practice of curry, which is actually a thing that which is elaborately costumed Bulgarian men who perform traditional rituals intended to lure those evil spirits away. So that's something. But with that matter, we'll just head over to the sum, of course. Which is this I'd say that this thing was released on February 28th, 2026, alongside two of her other entries for that Bulgarian national selection part 2, or part 3, sorry, which is the song selection, of which the other two songs were This Is Me and Curse, which I did separately rank that in my NF120 video. You should also watch it on this channel. It is written and composed by Darina Yotova. Yep, and which is also known as DARA, of course, and Judith Reed, together with Christian Monoir Tarseia and Dimitris Starchelix Kontopoulos, which the two handled the production of this song. So, yeah, needless to say that the lyrics is interestingly okay for the most part, especially with how interesting those. It's like I'm a demon, I'm a psycho, for teaser, of course, nobody would like that, and the other stuff, which is interesting as well, and also the overall development of the song is interesting. Like the energy is neat, the dance book is impressive, and everything else. That's so interesting. At first, I ranked it an A tier for my original rankings, especially with the top 35 pre-show and my those after the rehearsals. Well, needless to say that, yeah, I think this song might have some good energy, especially when it would hit final, and it did. And surprisingly, it did these very well than expected. And from what I can tell from the staging, well, the Bulgarian delegation were cooked with this one. The staging is so cooked that I don't have any words about this. A train, of course, and with DARA and those four dancers with those zombie-like whatever this lip thing is, of course, and then yeah, their clothes seems to be nice as well, which is fun, and also chairs, which is interesting, which somehow moved over as well, and their dance was also synchronized as well. But once we get through the final part, it is so impressive, like especially the final part of the line, which is impressive as well. And I never even knew that this thing got a revamp, even as we're about to head to the rehearsals now, which is interesting, and yeah, which is something that I never even expected about that. But yeah, and of course, as we know about that, this was a lot to tell, but that song did actually make it through the final, of course, and somehow it did got first place, and that result, the first place, of course, and the second semifinal, of which that semifinal result was, hold on one thought, she got 278 points combined. In the jury, she got 94, and in first place for the televoting, she got 184. And then that song, of course, as we know, made it to the final, got even better than expected, and shocked the juries as well. Of which it did win the Eurovision audience poll after the jury show in the second semifinal, which is something. And yeah, but when we get through the whole thing now, well, I was shocked when all of those stuff happened, especially when Bulgaria got 12 points from Australia, Denmark, Lithuania, and Malta. And then the televoting side, it's, of course, hold on, it's the former three countries plus Armenia, Austria, Belgium, Israel, Luxembourg, the UK, and the rest of the world. That includes us, of course. But yeah, and surprisingly, that thing absolutely did well, especially the fact that it won the whole thing. Especially that it got 516 points combined, 204 from the juries, and 312 from the public, which is both, of course, the most, which is the first time we ever seen that since 2017, I guess. Hold on, let me look at this. Hold on. Let me look. I think I can remember, but I think it is. But I might say this is the first time that Bulgaria have won the contest, and the first one in country that has no record of winning the contest has won the contest for the first time since Portugal won in that year 2017. That was 9 years ago. And oh, by the way, the staging, it was all directed by Frederick Wiedmann, which also did a couple of entries such as those of Heroes, Cha Cha Cha, and The Code, and of course we got the dancers, which are namely Ika Seda Bloma Herrera, Elinea Siambalis, Lisa Hawkstrom, and Mateo Cordova Pomo. And in this case, well, the dancers were very well in this, especially in this case though, which I have to say, this is neat. So after all of those stuff, I think Bulgaria has finally able to make this along, as I'm so excited. I'm so happy that Bulgaria are able to win their first Eurovision win, and I'm so proud that they even did that. And not only that, but it also won the artistic award in the Marcel Versason Awards, which is that thing that Mr. Christoph Bjorkman and Richard Harry has created, though after the creator, of course, of the contest himself, Marcel Versason, of course, and rest in peace to Marcel himself, of course. But yeah, and needless to say that a lot of things can be said for all of those entries, though. Well, I'm really glad that I'm so glad that this song has a lot of full potential, especially in those. And that thing being a dark horse is so wild, especially in this case. So I'm so happy that Bangaranga had won the contest, I guess. And I'm really so shocked that we were going to go to a different country rather than Israel. Goddamn, that was the most shocking result we ever gotten in Eurovision history. I think the most shocking one since last year, I guess. So with that mattered, I know Bangaranga is so impressive. From what I can tell, the staging is so 8 that I have to up its ranking to an A+. And I still love her vocals, which is also interesting, but for the sake, I also upped it to an A+ ranking. And because of how impressive it is, I also had to up the song in A+ ranking because of, you know what it is. So in this case now, I decided to up its ranking to an A+ for me. Yeah, this was a great song, I guess, but a very interesting winner, in fact, since, of course, Kalush Orchestra. And this is the first time that my predictions were off since Kalush Orchestra won. I really wanted Stefan to win Eurovision 2022 that year, but that didn't happen. Also, by the way, the past 3 years I got the winners right. I got Loreen right, I got Nemo right, I got JJ right, and I was supposed to get either Peta and Linda or Delta, but not. So, yeah. So, needless to say, I'm so shocked and I'm so surprised at how Bulgaria has ever done in this year's Eurovision Song Contest. Looking forward to Bulgaria 2027, whatever city it will host to. But for now, I guess say that that's a lot that I have to mention here. So with that mattered, that's it for today's video here. And I don't have anything to mention here, but that's a lot. That is indeed a lot, like, totally. So, what should I do now? Well, I have to say, because of this development, as I planned, I'll be doing my top 35 post-show ranking, which will come out in just a couple of days, and then we're gonna move forward with some of the other stuff, including Junior Eurovision and Eurovision Song Contest Asia, and maybe Eurovision Young Musicians. I haven't even done this in the past 2 years, but maybe I should do that, I guess. I don't know. I don't have any voice about it, but whatever. We don't have any developments about that thing right now, so for the meantime, we'll just move on with that. So with that matter, thank you guys for watching this winning song review here on the ESC-DN channel. And please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell icon as well, so you'll be notified when all the new videos will hit on this channel as well. And you can also check out my link tree where you can find my socials there. So for now, I am so tired that I had to take a rest from all this Eurovision stuff. Until then, we'll be united by music, I guess. For now.